Hey, what's going on, people? Tony here with another Tony's Take. All right, I don't usually talk about Nintendo. I was gonna say I don't usually talk about Nintendo on these. I've never talked about Nintendo on one of these because I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't really give a shit about Nintendo. Like, they're so, it's basically I don't give a shit about Nintendo because it doesn't seem like they give a shit about me or pretty much any like modern gamer. They're always like stuck in their little world, their little Nintendo world, and they don't really care about everybody else. Everybody else pretty much got left behind, right? I would say it's worked out for them, but it kind of hasn't. Like, after all the grandmas, left them behind on the Wii, no one's really, giving a shit about this company except for like the mega Nintendo fans, right? And I'm the same way. I don't give a shit about them, and quite frankly, most of my, most of you guys, I was gonna say my fans, but yeah, most of my fans, most of you guys watching, don't give a shit about Nintendo either. But again, as always, with Tony's Take, we're always experimenting to see what pops and stuff. So why not? Let's talk about Nintendo. So today, they kind of announced their plans for the NX. So no surprise here, people. The NX is delayed. Like, I mean, granted, the console hasn't even officially been fine. It hasn't been officially been announced, right? So they could delay something that hasn't even been announced yet, so that's fine. But they do acknowledge they are coming out with their console, right? So now the new date will be March 2017. That's globally, right? No holiday season release as everybody predicted and stuff. So there you go. They said the reason they're doing this is because they want to have a really strong lineup for their launch. That's the one part I really want to touch on, because a lot of people are getting mad that, Nintendo's delaying the console, whatever. Or the Nintendo fans are getting mad. Nobody else cares. But my thing is, it's like, yeah, if they want to launch with a really strong lineup, it's probably a good idea to delay it. I mean, look at the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Those had like some of the shittiest launches in history. If they would have delayed those machines by I was going to say by a few months, they should have delayed those fucking machines by 2 years, as far as I'm concerned. But that's a whole other story. But yeah, Nintendo delaying the system just so you can have some games on it. That's a good thing, get some games on and stuff. Like, launch like strong, don't launch like tepid, because it would have sucked if you would have had this fucking thing come out in November, right, with no Zelda. People were like, yo, where's my Zelda at? They need that crack, so Zelda will now actually be coming out with the launch in March, which means that got delayed too, obviously, and it's still coming out for the Wii U, which is interesting. This is exactly, Nintendo's MO is always like this with the Zelda games. It's like release it on the upcoming console and the current console. Try to hit both markets and stuff. I'm actually looking at my at an article written by my editor Matthew Humphreys from Geek.com. I'll link it down there in the description below. Does a pretty good job of breaking everything down, but I want to touch on a couple of things here because it's pretty interesting news. So Nintendo's earnings have fallen 60% during the last financial year. That's fucking crazy. People always talk about how like Nintendo's this giant and shit. 60%, dude. That's nuts. Now, granted, they still brought in like a profit or earnings, whatever, of 148 million, but man, that's brutal right there. I'm gonna read what this says here. So Nintendo earnings have fallen 60% during the last financial year, but they still managed to bring in an earnings of 148 million on 4.53 billion of revenue. 6.79 million 3DS handhelds were sold, accompanied by 48.52 million 3DS game sales. However, only 3.26 million Wii U's made it into homes, along with 27.36 million on Wii U games. Damn, dude, that's bad, dude. That's fucking terrible. 4.27 million of those are Splatoon. That's crazy. Amiibo sales clearly helped a lot, though. Nintendo sold 24.7 million Amiibo. How you gonna sell more Amiibo than fucking consoles, man? Wow. Whoa. Nintendo, man. Woo. All right, let's move on here. So yeah, we're gonna get the Zelda bullshit. Pokemon That's coming out this year for the 3DS. Pokemon Sun and Moon. You know, I still don't understand Pokemon. I really don't get it. It's like I don't understand Pokemon. It looks as though the U.S. will get them in time for Thanksgiving, and Europe will be will be left waiting until before Christmas. The other potentially big release for Nintendo are Kirby, Planet Robobot, and Metroid Prime Metroid Prime Federation, and the Metroid game everyone hated. You know, if you want new Mario, whatever. I see what else is going on with Nintendo. But yeah, Nintendo has seen a lot of sales, which has been estimated. The app is bringing in $40,000. How the hell is it bringing in $48,000 per day? Are people buying shit? Like, I mean, I've used Miitomo. I can't explain what Miitomo is. I've used it. I've never spent a dime on that. What the fuck? Wow, okay. That's a figure Nintendo CEO Tatsumi Kimishima has commented is not too far from reality. That's insane. I know people were actually buying stuff off that game. With that in mind, it should come as no surprise. Again, reading from what Matthew said. With that in mind, it should come as no surprise that the new Nintendo IP is also headed to mobile. Okay, so they got no more mobile stuff. Animal Crossing and Fire Emblem have been confirmed as appearing in some sort of mobile devices. There you go, games. You know, I mean, Tomo is fun and all, but that's not a game. It's an app. Like, I don't know how to describe it, dude. And you have to predict. But here's my thing, right? You know, what's the price on these going to be? I think I heard that they're going to be like $5. Good luck with that, Nintendo. You know, you'd have people like ripping off those like games and stuff and then selling for $1. You know, that's the mobile world right there. You know, more Nintendo apps. Or this is from Nintendo of America. More Nintendo apps are coming to smart devices, including Fire Emblem and Animal Crossing. All right, so there you go. That's pretty much it for Nintendo news. So yeah, just to break it all down, systems coming out 2017. Zelda's coming out 2017. Nintendo's doing really fucking bad in their financials. 60% drop. Ooh, man, that hurts me to say it. You know, the Wii U sold 3 million. Ooh. By the way, I find it hilarious how Nintendo tells you how much they've sold with their console, yet Microsoft doesn't with the Xbox One. Just keep that in mind. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for this Tony's Take. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for the NX? Do you care about the NX? You know, do you care about Nintendo? Or are you okay with me doing Nintendo videos? I don't know. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Later.